All right, legends. How is everybody doing? Sorry for that, I'm a few minutes late. Let's talk about the price of Bitcoin because we are getting a little bit of a hit right now. But we have to say that this was kind of very much expected. That $70,000 range was just a huge, massive level of resistance. We were looking for another high level. We had some swing failure pattern levels. There was one that was tapped. This was actually mentioned in today's video update. I'm going to go through the comment section now in the next couple of minutes, guys. Let me just refresh this. Let me just go right away here, refresh. Let's see if we do see the people in the comment section. Make sure to absolutely destroy the like button on your way in, guys, for the algorithm if you enjoy this educational content, because we have to say we are spot on, guys. The long position that we provided here in the live stream just a few days ago, right, which was on Ethereum at 3,100, of course, taking profits on the way up from that live trade, that live session where we catch the exact bottom here, the exact double bottom right there just on Friday, just a few days ago. And on today's video update, we were talking about that level of resistance, right? The level of resistance at $70,000. We had a couple of swing failure pattern levels. Look for the rejection from those highs. This was mentioned in detail in today's live stream, talking about the swing failure pattern level, 70,067. We had another one at 70,196. The one that rejects is the one that is going to give you that key entry. We did reject from the first one, the first touch, the first level, which was this lower high right over here from June, right over here, this one, okay, the first one, preferably the second one to be touched. And we did get that rejection exactly from that lower high, okay? Giving you the possibility to short. You have a few minutes to get into the short position. You don't want to be the last guy shorting down here, okay? Because it might get an epic bounce and go to the highs. The short trade was on the rejection from one of these levels, and we already got the confirmation from that first lower high that was here from June, right? Who managed to get into that short position right over here. Of course, this was mentioned very much in detail in the Legends Trading Community update. It was mentioned in detail. We could get one rejection, come back up, reject again, be defensive with your stop loss. There we have the SFP levels at the $70,000 level, okay? $100, $200 above it. Look for the rejection, looking for that pretty decent pullback. You may ask yourself, why are we dumping down to $68,000, $67,000 range? Well, it was very much expected, guys. We needed to get that cool off. That really nice pullback was very much expected based on the technicals, based on Elliott wave theory, based on the huge amount of resistance that we have. It is not healthy for the market to continue to the upside with this power without a big major corrective move, right? I mean, $3,000 is a pretty decent, nice corrective move. It's a nice move where you can, make some pretty decent profits. Now, the question is, are we going to hold the point of control from the range? This is where we are trading right now, okay? So this is not a bad zone to actually take some profits from those short positions. If you did get into a short position, well, it's a pretty decent zone to actually lock some profit, leave some open from that short position, and basically look for the next possible scenarios, okay? Let's dive in right away here through the comment section, guys, because I gotta say this level was very much mentioned in detail, guys. In detail, well, more in detail in the Legends Trading Community. Of course, we look at the lower time frames and look at the different scenarios, how to manage your risk, where to place your stop loss, where to be defensive, all right? In detail right over there. Now, on YouTube, we give a general perspective, right? Looking for this level to top out, looking at this zone, to tap those highs. It's either the first lower high from June, right? Or the second one. One of them is likely going to get a rejection, giving you that nice entry point. and that nice possible stop loss. It's mentioned in detail on the today's video update, okay? Looking for a high chance of claiming $70,000, looking for the possibility that, look, this is the zone with high confluence. That is the level that I'm looking for the short position. One of these two lower highs. Then we do have individuals, okay? Where's the comment section? Because, I mean, hey, I need to go through the comment section from today's video because, you know, it's just, I got someone, okay? It needs to be said, guys, you know, because there's some haters saying, this guy always makes wrong predictions. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? This guy always makes wrong predictions. You can do it in the other way around. You know, I think he doesn't even know what he's saying here. But, you know, if you're hating on this, we give, you know, I responded on, look, we give both scenarios. I give longs and shorts. The other day on a live stream, it was a live long trading setup right there at the $3,100. Today, we're looking at the rejection possibly at $70,000, looking for that nice move up, potentially to claim one of these lower highs that were mentioned during the last few days. It's either the first one, the second one. Could we go to 70,500? Yes. Then looking for the rejection, looking for the short position. Hey, what can I say? You're not paying attention to the video updates. I will call anybody out here because, you know, come on, guys. You know, this is pure education. We want people to come and hate, guys. You know, pay attention to the video updates because, you know, I personally think that I am giving value here. I am giving the value and I am giving the risk management. We look at longs, we look at shorts. You know, hey, where to manage risk, and that is it, right? That's it, guys. We are going to go. You're not going to pay more attention on you know, that guy. But, you know, it just makes me, you know, it's not good. It's not good. Come on. I'm here to provide full education and the levels. And then, you know, I have people, you know, only looking for long positions. There's people only looking for longs, people only looking for shorts. We look at both scenarios, guys. Without a doubt, we are going to start facing some local support levels. We're going to go through that, guys. Don't worry. We're going to do the pure technical analysis. We need to be a little bit cautious. We do need to be a little bit cautious right now with the long setups, okay? And that has to do with a possible major pullback if we do lose this point of control, guys. You know, the market moves in waves, and it is, you know, usually moves in 5 impulsive waves. Could we see a 5th impulsive wave finished here at the $70,000 range? And we're going to come down to $60,000 area, right, to finally fill that CME futures gap, right? I'm not too sure if we're going to go as low as here, but overall, you know, looking for a larger pullback, and that has to do with the momentum waves, the timing of the waves. You've formed 5 impulsive waves. I'm really much aware of the price actually dropping below $63,000. It's a possible scenario. There's the ultimate bullish case scenario, which is reaccumulation schematic, that, hey, what if the price is just too bullish? It's too bullish and we should be hitting $72,000, an all-time high. Well, when you take a look at the reaccumulation schematic scenario, you know, it would make sense to say, okay, you know, maybe the price is at the last point of support, which is this point of control, which is, you know, it's just holding by a thread right now. We need to start seeing some proof of support very soon, because if we slice through this point of control, then, you know, I'm very, very skeptical on the price forming a higher low at some point here. It's probably going to go down to $63,000 range. I don't want to bring fear here, guys, but it's just purely technical that if we do lose this zone, it's just likely going to come down to, you know, $63,000 area or even lower, okay? So we're just falling down right now, right? We're just getting a pretty decent pullback, and the market drops faster than it pumps, okay? So all of this that we've gained in the last couple of weeks can be given back in a matter of a couple of days, right? We know that those big pullbacks are faster than the actual, you know, price action to the upside, okay? So we just need to be aware of, you know, the different scenarios. This does look like that we are going to start correcting down in the next coming days. So I am leaning a little bit bearish from this point though, right? From this point, because today I was very much, saying that I really prefer the highs to be claimed to look for a short position, right? Watch today's video update, guys. I explain it in detail. I want to see those highs being taken. That is where we do have the highest confluence zone. Those lower highs from June were one of those two levels was the zone to look for the rejection and then look for the short position. So right now, as we have hit that level, I do see a high chance that we could get a larger pullback in the next coming days. Purely based on Elliott wave theory, purely based on, hey, we've had a massive bullish few weeks. It's just time for a cool off, right? And here on this corrective move is when we need to see a possible sign of strength, right? A possible sign of support at some certain levels. This is what we're going to talk about in today's live stream, guys, okay? Let me know if the music is too loud. We'll turn it down. Smash up the like button, guys. If you do like this education content, right? You want to smash it up right away, guys, because my goodness, the last few days has been pretty crazy. It's been pretty cool. Long setup, live just a few days ago. I've locked most of the profits. Got to be honest here, guys. I'm very much aware of a larger pullback. Ethereum will be dragged back down, okay, if we do get that pullback on Bitcoin. So possibly we're coming back down to those lows. So we need to lock those profits. Beautiful profits here of $850 already locked. And, I am going to leave some of this short position on Bitcoin. The long positions, profits already been taken. And, looking for an aggressive swing short position. So I will be leaving this position open in the next coming days because I do see a possibility of coming down to $63,000. You need to lock some profits, leave some open if you got a really good entry, guys. Now, technical analysis, we're going to go through, guys, the most important scenarios, the most important levels. So I know it's going to feel boring. I know it, but this is technical analysis. Technical analysis and trading is boring. Why? Because you need to wait for the levels. You need to wait for the reactions, sign of strength, proof of support. It's just boring, guys. If trading is exciting for you, then you have, it's a problem. Trading is not exciting. Trading is extremely boring. Okay, so trading is not exciting. You make money trading, but it's boring, right? The technical analysis is boring. Waiting for the setup is boring. So anyway, we'll go through the levels and the highest probability scenarios. The next trade, right? There's opportunities every single day. You probably missed that short at 70,000. I didn't get the best entry, guys. I was at the gym. I got the alert set at $70,000 on my phone, and I traded it on my phone. I was doing a nice sprint, and I didn't catch the best entry, right? I'm not stuck in front of the charts all the time, guys. So I was doing my hour run today, and I had to do it while I was running, like get into the short position, putting stop loss. Okay, the analysis was done this morning. The analysis was done this morning. Get the alert on the phone. You know your strategy. You know where you're placing your stop loss. You know that the price could get a big major pullback. So overall, you can trade on your phone if you have done the analysis properly from home and you set the alerts. And when you get the alert, wherever you are, you place that trading setup. Didn't get the best entry, but overall, just saw the rejection from that point. Happy to get into that trade setup. So legend is back. Mustafa, how are you doing, my brother? Yes, I have already, guys. Back at McDonald's flipping burgers this morning. Yes, with this small little dump, okay? This is just a little bit of a small corrective move, guys. I would expect, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if the price does go down to the low $60,000 range in the next coming days. It's just extremely technical. It's kind of ready for a pullback, right? This scenario also possible. Nevertheless, if it is this one or this one, it doesn't really matter. A pullback is possible. There is, I am concerned about the higher time frame. What if we are in an extreme bullish scenario here, and we are going to see that, last point of support, which is this point of control. if we start consolidating here in the next coming hours, guys, at the $67,000 range, see that proof of support, without a doubt, we could bounce quite aggressively from this point. You know, because if we lose the point of control of the entire range, guys, with a bit of volume in the next coming hours, it ain't going to be looking too good. It ain't going to be looking too good. I would be expecting much lower prices, such as the $64,000, $63,000 range. That is if we do lose the point of control. So far, so good. We are holding quite nicely that point of control. When we do zoom in here, the value range, okay, we can clearly see on the lower time frames that we are getting a reaction here the last few minutes, right? This pinky red horizontal line, you know, it's the point of control between March and July. We are getting a reaction here. You can speculate on double, you know, these double bottoms. These, I mean, hey, if we come down and claim this low again, I would be happy to get into a long position here. I would be happy to speculate on a long position here at this low. Only if we do reject from it, right? It's a local swing failure pattern level. We do have the point of control of the entire range. I'm really not that convinced, to be honest, because I do see the price going to lower levels. But if we do this, I would be happy. Entry, stop loss, boom, stop loss at break even straight away. Price goes against you, that's it. You just enjoy the price action going down, and you're not doing any silly trading like add to position. This is going to bounce at some point. You've got a load of orders here that are going to get triggered, and then the price goes to 63k, and then you're like, wow, I'm underwater right now, so you know, what should I do? Well, you just, you know, it's too late now. You want to be very, very defensive. You know, there is, you know, it's pretty nice support here. We are getting a reaction. I like catching the ultimate low, so I'm going to remain a little bit patient, see if we do claim that low right over here. But this is a possibility that we could bounce from here, guys. There is a possibility that you could bounce. There was not a bad entry. Let's see if we do get that low claimed, because it's a higher time frame level of support. Yeah, I mean, this is possible that we could see that last point of support here. I really don't think so, but it could be, right? You can not only be bearish, not only be bullish, guys. We need to be bullish, bearish, bearish, and bullish at the same time. If we do see proof of support here, which we are seeing, I would be happy to speculate in a long position with good risk management, because there is a possibility that we are forming this last point of support in this reaccumulation schematic. We're probably at the LPS, which is the last point of support, which is that point of control of the entire range. So it's just such a good support level. We are getting that reaction here on the lower time frames. It's not a bad speculation long position. I would want to see another sweep of the low. You can manage risk. I mean, if this is going to bounce, you could get an epic bounce and, you know, start looking for the VWAP, right? This is a zone where it could get an epic bounce of, you know, $1,000 to $2,000. You can manage your risk very, very well. I'm going to wait for the lows to be reclaimed. Let's see if we do get that one more wick to the downside, and we can possibly trigger a long position, stop loss very, very tight. But overall, we could be looking for a significant bounce here, and you're making a really nice risk to reward. There is a chance of it bouncing from this level. I'm going to remain patient, see if we do claim that low. And if the low is not reclaimed again and we lose it, lower that we go. And if we do get the reclaim, then, you know, snipe along, and we could be looking for a significant bounce here to start sweeping lower highs and, you know, probably aiming for the VWAP. Yeah, we got a local double bottom, which was already an acceptable long position here, guys. You know, this was actually not a bad long trade. Stop loss here. You can be pretty defensive just in case you claim that low again. Stop loss at break even. And if you come down and sweep the lows again, you get stopped out at break even. Claim another triple bottom right there. Boom, trigger, stop loss. You know, you're looking for that significant bounce. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to set some alerts here at the lows because I want to talk about multiple different things. What's going on? Alert saving failed, please. Oh my goodness, it's not letting me put an alert here for some reason. 16 price 66,800. Let's try it on Coinbase. Hang on a second, guys. Having some technical issues here with Tradingview. Just want to set some alerts down here. What is going on? I'll fix that anyway. We're on the live stream. You let me know, guys, if those lows are claimed. We'll probably be watching the price of Bitcoin to see if we reclaim those lows again and look for the long setup, right? I'll get ready here on 𝗬𝗫𝗃, and you know, possibly we're going to get into a long trading setup here. If we reclaim that low, we're looking for another possible bounce, right? Possible bounce. 15x market order. Let's wait. Anyway, got in the short at $69,500, says Moshin. Absolutely legend. What an absolute legend. You have been paying attention on today's video update, looking for that rejection at the $70,000 range. So kudos, you know, well done for you. Guys, this is definitely a short position that is worth holding, okay? I am holding about, you know, half of the position because I do see the swing trade perspective, which we could be going down to lower levels, and that is purely based on the waves, on the timing and the waves. It just makes a lot of sense. If we are looking for a larger ABC structure here, this being the impulse number one, right? The number one wave here, without a doubt, a second wave can get very aggressive, right? You're looking at least at 50% Fibonacci, something that we need to be aware of, all right? That we could correct quite aggressively and finally fill that CME futures gap at $58,000, right? It is possible. I have to lean a little bit more bearish right now in the next coming days. Then we'll look at proof of support, which might be here, right? It might be here, but this might be a short-term proof of support, get a small bounce, then a lower high, and then start moving down. But what I am looking at here for the next coming days is looking something like this, right? Looking like something like this, right? Where we could be seeing $80,000 plus in the next coming weeks. Right? Give or take even 1 or 2 months potentially. So, and that all depends if we see proof of support, guys, because we're just going to have to see the price action in the next coming days to see if we do find support, because this could get very aggressive to the downside. All right. So anyway, let's go through the comment section. Can you do quick TA on LTC, says Valentina. We'll take a look at LTC. Why not later on? Okay. I do have Ethereum, because Ethereum does look bullish, guys. Overall, it still looks bullish. I am going to maintain some of that position open if it does not get stopped out from the live trade that we provided on a live stream the other day. I'm going to leave some open, small position, just in case the price just manages to recover in the next coming days from this drop. But I wouldn't count on it. If Bitcoin does drop down below $63,000, we are going to take that hit on Ethereum and, you know, the rest of the altcoins, right? As we know, the correlation. It's over, says Axel. Well, if you did manage to short at this $70,000 range, without a doubt, it is definitely worth maintaining some of that short position, because things can get aggressive in the next coming days. Let's go. Please look at Solana. Right, we can take a look at some altcoins later on, legends. Why did we dump so hard? Are we bouncing from $68,000? Hey, we are moving down. You know, we're not surprised. Not surprised from this movement down. We're taking a look at the possibilities of the price rejecting in you know, from this point, purely based on Elliott wave theory, purely based on, you know, this rejection is very much expected. We're just testing that low right now. Let me just double check here. Lower time frames. Are we going to get that sniper long? Oof. We got it. Sniper long. It is a bit aggressive without a doubt, but it is worth it. This is the strongest level of support. We just claimed that low again. I'm happy if it does recover from here. This is the point of control. If we lose this, we could get an epic drop of $1,000 or $2,000. Manage risk accordingly. Yeah, if we lose this level, you know, it's not worth. It is really not worth, guys, for anybody that is looking for swing long positions. Yeah, stopped out instantly with that movement down. It's moving down here. It wants to break, guys. It wants to break. Yeah, not looking for the long at the moment. Losing point of control is something that is not going to be looking good, guys. Not interested in longs as we are below the point of control. This could get pretty aggressive. Let me just zoom in here. I mean, if we do get a massive recovery right now above the point of control, you know, we could consider a bounce, but not looking too great. Oh, we could waterfall from here, guys. Let's take a look at the session volume profile because we are back inside of this range. Not interested, guys, in longs. Happy to hold. This was it was an aggressive long scalp, but it's the point of control, so it has been support. We were getting a small reaction on the lower time frame. It doesn't look too great, to be honest. It does not look too great. Let's take a look at the session volume profile, and yeah, we're basically breaking through the entire previous day levels. Ain't looking good, guys. Really not interested in longs in this zone. Really not interested. Let's take a look at the point of control from this area. Looking at the VPVR. We got a big gap with no volume here. Just would really not be interested. This could turn out into falling knife in the next 24 hours. There's no volume here. Fast price action to the upside. I don't like this level. We're testing these lows. Price needs to do magic recovery here above point of control if we do want to see a recovery, but I would not count on it. I would not count on the recovery here as we are beneath major levels, right? Let's take a look at the fixed volume profile from this range. It was a quick scalp attempt, instantly out. Yeah, I mean, if it recovers from here, I wouldn't take the long right now. We're currently beneath the point of control of this range as well. Yeah, we could be looking all the way down to the valley area low, sweep of 63k. If the price does manage to move back above in the next coming hours, above the point of control of the range, then yeah, without a doubt, we could see some. If we do start correcting in a descending wedge matter, yeah, we could speculate on that possible reversal, but it has to be a big recovery. It looks like it could get the recovery from this point. Yeah, if we do manage to break above the local lower highs, bang, and then retrace, then possibly we're looking for a back test and a movement up. If we do break local structure here, just locally, then I would be possibly looking for a re-entry. You know, got stopped out on that one already. The price is looking quite bearish. We're beneath the point of control of the entire range. If we do get a breakout of this structure and we retrace down and we form bullish CVD divergence locally, I would consider another long position, but I need to see magic price action here, guys. We need to see if we see the price breaking this local structure, movement down, and we are forming local bullish CVD divergence. We're getting lower lows on the CVD, higher lows on price action. You're breaking this local 1 minute structure. We can consider a potential long, but it has to be a very, very successful breakout. Yeah, I would be cautious on fake outs as well. It needs to be, there's a lot of red volume here. Downtrending. Looks like we do want to hold that point of control. The reaction is still there. Yeah, but still from this local range, we are beneath the point of control. Just really, really cautious here. We're beneath this point of control right over here. I mean, it is support. The price wants to hold. I would need to see confirmation. If we break through here, that is possible right now. If we break through, start retracing down in a descending wedgie structure, we start forming some very nice local bullish CVD divergence, right? Bang, bang. And the price action and the CVD is forming lower lows, and we form higher lows here locally. We could see a nice bounce to claim the highs, potentially go higher. That is what I would be looking at next if we do get a pretty solid move up. I would be paying attention to that retracement. It's going to start facing a lot of resistance at the moment. Anyway, let's continue here through the comment section. Dump till Wednesday. Font rate interest rate decision. Yes, sir. 350 people forgot to smash up the like button. Absolutely, guys. Make sure to destroy that like button, okay? Because here we just provide educational content, looking for potential setups. Destroy the like button here for the algorithm, guys. If you're enjoying the content, we just talk about trading setups, education. There is some news I want to go through in the next coming minutes, guys. Some very interesting long-term bullish news, without a doubt. We're going to take a look at that later, okay? Also, I need to start trading on Bluffing. There is a trading competition that is going on Bluffing, guys. If you haven't signed up for Bluffing, make sure to check it out. You have the best bonus down below in the description, guys. It is 15% cash back from your deposit, okay? Whatever you deposit, up to $7,500 cash back, you will be getting it back, guys, okay? Make sure to check out the link down below and sign up and join the Bitcoinsensus team. I will start trading on Bluffing. I haven't been trading on Bluffing at all, guys, but I will start because there is the Bitcoinsensus team, right, on this $300,000 prize pool. And yeah, make sure to join the Bitcoinsensus team, guys. You have the teams are there. You have the link down below in the description. And yeah, basically, this is going to be live for a couple of weeks. There's a $300,000 prize pool. Make sure to join right away. I'll start trading on Bluffing from tomorrow because I'm just focusing on, I got to be honest here, on Bybit and on Mexi. I mean, they're my trading platforms that I use consistently, and you need to start trading on Bluffing without a doubt, okay? It is no KYC, just with an email and a password. You can start trading in minutes. So yeah, let's go right away through higher time frame, guys, on Bitcoin. Not much has changed. Looks like we want to reverse. This is not enough for me, without a doubt. Not enough. It's not enough. I want to see a nice move. Boom. Get some high volume kicking in here. See the bulls, sign of strength. then the retracement, low volume, bullish CVD divergence, back testing that point of control. The more wedgie structure you form on the corrective move, the better, and then looking for the long position. We had a similar long trading setup just a few days on Bitcoin. I mean, this is extreme lower time frame, right? We had a very similar long trading setup on Bitcoin when we basically, where was it? Right over here, guys. This is the breakout of, you know, market structure, right? You see lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, bang, high. And then is where you're expecting a higher low. We actually formed some pretty interesting bullish CVD divergence here just a few days ago. This was on Thursday, giving you that high, you know, really nice, good long opportunity. You're hitting the valley area high of this trading zone. You've broken market structure, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, higher high. You're looking for a higher low potentially forming at this area. And, you know, you form bullish CVD divergence, then, you know, absolutely wonderful. That gives you your possible long trigger. In this case, for your stop loss, you just have to, you know, put it round about the point of control beneath it, right? You know, you wouldn't risk too much here looking for the reversal, but overall the price, you know, brought some insane profits. This was actually, you know, I longed the double bottom scenario just a few days ago on Bitcoin, right? Longed a little late, but overall, you know, recognizing the double bottom, long trigger here, riding this price action to the upside. This would be a similar scenario on extreme lower time frames, right? This would be a similar scenario, but on lower time frames. If we do zoom in here, and this is not enough, I want to see a big breakout of this, you know, structure. This would not be enough for me to get into the long position without a doubt. You know, this has to get momentum, break this local downtrend on the retracement, you know, then look for that wedgie structure, bullish CVD divergence, look for a higher low here and continuation to the upside. For me, this is really not enough. This is not enough, and it could get an epic bounce, guys. We do know that this is the point of control of the entire range of March and July. I recognize that we could bounce here, guys. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Already had an attempt. If it bounces from here, it is what it is. We'll maintain some other long positions from lower over the last few days. Let's continue. 58k incoming, says random. The only poll I want to see is sushi en agosto, sí o sí. Yes. We got Moonboot Boy, who's Seb, you know, good friend from Mallorca. And, you know, he's asking if I'm going to celebrate my birthday in August there. Possibly, might catch a flight and go there, my friend. Let's, let's continue here through the comment section. According to the data, Arkham Intelligence, the transfer is linked to the wallet address labeled US government Silk Road DOG confiscated funds. The wallet moved approximately 29,800 Bitcoin in 2 tranches. Could we see some selling pressure because of that? I mean, 29,000 Bitcoin is really not that much if they are going to be selling it, you know, little by little, right? Just like the German government sold 50,000 Bitcoin in the last few weeks. Price action, we didn't see much of dumpy price action. The price action recovered very nicely after seeing, you know, the German government selling 50,000 Bitcoin. That they sold it. Price big major bounce. I wouldn't be too worried about 29,000 Bitcoin being dumped into the market. So yeah. When is the trade? Good question. When is the trade? Well, I want to see a little bit of magic price action. You know, I do recognize that we could bounce from this level. I had a very tight stop loss with this attempt. Got stopped out. Could the price recover from here? It is very much possible, guys. This is insane support. I'm not buying it just yet. I want to see better price action. And by better price action, I want to see some volume kicking in here. I want to see a recovery. Yes, we could form a higher time frame, lower high, but I would consider the retracement down if it does form a little bit of a wedgie structure, finds a bit of proof of support, and we're forming bullish CVD divergence if possible on most of the exchanges. If we do see the price moving up here and then retracing down, forming a higher low, and then the CVD forming lower lows, better if it's on all of the exchanges, and we're getting a reaction here, we could attempt that long position, okay? But we need a bit of, we need to see a bit of sign of strength, right? I need to see a bit of sign of strength on the price of Bitcoin here right now in the next, couple of hours, because if not, we are going lower. We're not seeing any volume coming in. Price action is not bouncing aggressively, but it can do so, right? It's just not enough for me to take a long position right now at this level. I want to see a little bit of proof of strength, right? Proof of strength. This is the point of control of the entire range between March and July, where the current price wants to hold. It wants to hold. Let's see what happens in the next coming hours, guys. I'm just very much aware of this scenario. Looking at Elliott wave theory, we could be in a pullback scenario, right? In the next coming days and weeks. So just very much aware of a larger corrective move. It's been very, very bullish for the last few weeks. It seems like it could be ready for a larger pullback, even though we are at local supports, and I recognize that the point of control here could get a short-term bounce, potentially of a few $1,000s. Possibly up to the VWAP, at least. But I'm not taking the long. I want to see a little bit of a sign of strength, see some volume kicking in, and I want to see some bullish local CVD divergence, right? Keeping it simple. That's what I want for my trading plan. Then we'll execute accordingly. Price bounce exactly from the CE of daily fair value gap, says 𝗬𝗿𝘆. Andy, 1 minute volume strategy. We got 1 minute volume strategy. Let's take a look at volume strategy here on the 1 minute. It's just we are at very strong support. So yeah, looking at a short position here is just not the, it's really a no trade zone for me at the moment. It's really not a trade zone at the moment. Could we reject based on volume, right? We got big volume here. We do have volume strategy. We do have the volume strategy here, but it's just at a higher time frame level of support, which is the point of control of the entire range, right? I've said this a few times, it's probably nothing, right? But this is just a higher time frame level of support. What is curious is the dollar index, guys. The dollar index, guys, is maintaining the point of control as support. This ain't good. Dollar index has got a major bounce today. It got a little bit of a bounce, okay? Not a huge bounce, but it is pumping. And it's at the point of control of the last couple of years, right? Since 2022, early 2022. This is maintaining our support if we do get a rally on the dollar index in the next coming days. Would be expecting that pullback on Bitcoin very, very nicely to complete that Elliott wave theory corrective move, whether that is an ABC or it's a flat structure, and we're possibly going to see, potentially we could be seeing the second wave being very, very shallow, right? Maybe down to the value area low of the range. We're just going to have to analyze the scenario here, but without a doubt, a sweep of these lows makes a lot of sense. This would be the zone where I would be starting to be interested in swing long positions. Why? Because of Elliott wave theory, because it's the value area low of the entire trading range. But we're going to have to see a little bit of proof of support, right? I don't mind longing here, or here. I don't want to catch the low. I want to see proof of support. And I want to see, I don't mind being the last, not the last guy longing, but overall, I don't mind longing when I've seen proof of support from a major low, right? I ain't going to long here on the falling knife. You're never going to see me in a long position, here, for example. It's just, that's trying to catch the bottom. If it double bottoms, yes, you will see me in the long position, but never on a first wick beneath a low. Never. You will never see me in a long position down here. Yes, potentially here, here, or here, but with a significant rise after seeing proof of support, it doesn't really matter, right? If you're long a few $100, you know, further to the upside and not catching the bottom, you're just seeing proof of support, and it's much better, right? You see higher probability on a move. So, you know, like I said, the next zone of interest for me for a swing long position, to be honest, would be the $62,000 to $63,000 range. Sweep up those lows that we do have here. We got the value area low. It's just a lot of support here, guys. There's a lot of support. It's potentially the 50% Fibonacci. Yeah, it's a slightly lower from the value area low, but it does make sense. You know, this is the zone where I would start considering that, okay, we could be looking for some swing long positions, right? You know, find proof of support, analyze the waves to the downside, and then we can say, okay, guys, you know, this is ready to rocket back up to the highs. So not interested in swing long positions at these current levels, guys. Yes, you know, let's keep it in a nutshell. Thank you, Andy. DXY is something worth watching in next coming days. Absolutely. We are seeing proof of support on the DXY. And hey, point of control of the last 2 years, probably nothing, right? This is insane support for the dollar index. We saw resistance, rejection. We've seen support consistently during the last few months. April, May, July. It is holding, guys. It is holding. As long as it's holding, yes, we are forming lower highs. We are tapping the level. It could break down without a doubt. But for the moment, it is holding, meaning that we could be bouncing. And if that were to be the case in the coming days, to bounce at least to the lower high resistance, like we have been doing the last few months, getting respected. You know, Bitcoin's going to have a little bit of a hard time if dollar index gets this bounce, okay? Which does make sense. It does make sense based on Elliott wave theory, on the corrective move that should happen. Price of Bitcoin has been incredibly bullish the month of July, so a cool off is very much expected, guys. Okay, do not be surprised if we do drop to the low 60k levels in the coming days. It's natural. It has to do purely on Elliott wave theory, on technical analysis, basically. So yeah, it would just be a natural thing to happen. I'm bearish, guys, until the end of July. Okay, so we got a couple of days. Hey, DP. FOMC meeting, 2 days meeting. Yeah, we do have some very interesting news, guys, in the next coming days. JOLTS jobs opening. We do have that on Tuesday, tomorrow. Really not that. I mean, we could see some volatility without a doubt. It's a high impact news. We do have the Wednesday federal interest rate decision. That is going to be interesting. That is, you know, there is going to be some volatility on Wednesday without a doubt on the interest rate decision. I haven't checked the percentage probabilities. I think interest rates are not going to be cut. I think there's a high probability that we will not cut interest rates on Wednesday. I haven't checked the percentages, the probabilities. So yeah, probably interest rates are not going to be cut on Wednesday, guys. But nevertheless, it is going to be a volatile day, right? We have ISM manufacturing PMI on Thursday. You know, we got Friday as well. Unemployment rate. It's going to be crazy, guys. If unemployment rate goes down, I would expect a bullish reaction, right? It is currently at 4.1%. If it does drop down, you know, maybe to 3.8 or 3.5, right? I think it would have a bullish reaction on the market without a doubt. Okay, if it's higher than expected, goes to 4.3, 4.5, right? Then we would expect a major dump on the stock market, in my opinion. Grayscale selling, yes, also true. You know, there's a little bit of FUD, there's a little bit of selling pressure regarding Grayscale. So Yeah, guys, to be honest, I do see the price retracing down to the low 60k range. Let's see if we do find proof of support. The shorting levels were the $70,000 range that was provided in today's video update. What can I say? The 70k range was the level to look for a short for a larger pullback in the next coming days. So we are not surprised of this. There was a lot of resistance. There was a lot of confluence. You know, not surprised, right? Short entry. Short entry is at 70k, my friend. Short entry is $70,000, right? 69.8, 69.6. There's your short entry that was provided today. You know, is basically the levels that we were waiting for. The $70,000 level to get that rejection. So that was the shorting level. Right now, shorting, we're at a crucial point. It's at the point of control of the entire range. I'm really not that interested in looking for a trading setup where we are at right now. Higher time frame looks bearish. Lower time frame looks bearish till proven otherwise. We need to see proof of support here, get a bounce, and then form local bullish CVD divergence. Then we can speculate that the price could get a recovery, right? Let's keep it that way. Missed the short position. We are breaking down. Let's zoom in on the lower time frames. It does look like we are attempting to move to lower levels. Oh yeah, we're not forming bullish CVD divergence. If we were to be forming lower lows on the CVD here, I would consider maybe a long, but yeah, it's just not looking too great, guys. The price action is looking a little bit weak. If we formed bullish CVD divergence here, you could arguably discuss, yeah, we could have an attempt. We could have an attempt. I don't want to do it, guys. It's just not. I would need to see this. Bang, bang. Then I would possibly look for the long position if we form bullish CVD divergence. Bulls need to step in, guys. This is a crucial level. They could step in, but they need to do it now in the next 1 to 2 hours if we want to see a strong reversal on the price. Because if they cannot maintain the point of control of the last few months, then it's complete advantage for the bears. You know, the bears they're in control. If we lose the point of control of March and July, bears will be in control for the next coming days. Smash up the like button. Boost this man's ego. Thanks, my brother. Much appreciated. 2 things guaranteed in life: taxes and BTC taking a dump, says Jason Bound. You got that damn right. I'm not sure if I said your surname correctly, but forgive me. Andrew, shame SHAIT. They pulled 4 years ago. Hopium, then whoomp. Hey, this is just a corrective move, guys. Come on. You know, this is very much expected. We've been talking about this level of resistance for several days. Several days. Value area high of the range. We have the SFP levels. We have the 0.88 Fibonacci, guys. How long have we been talking about the 0.88 Fibonacci to get that rejection? It has to be over a week now since we've been trading at this range. It has to be almost a week right now that we've been talking about the 0.88 Fibonacci. It's becoming the most respectful Fibonacci retracement level, the 0.88. We've seen the 0.88 being rejected or bounced from several times on the higher time frame. I mean, this is bullish. Hitting the 0.88 is bullish. Forming these lower highs is extremely bullish in the mid-long term, guys. Any pullback from here, we're just going to rip through it. Don't worry about that. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. If we would have double topped from all-time high the last few days, that would be looking very, very bearish. We could be seeing a huge, massive pullback. But when we take a look at the price action and these highs have not been claimed, the amount of liquidity that is, being formed here of short liquidations is absolutely crazy, guys. There's billions of dollars, and there will be more as with the price retraces down in the next coming days. There's going to be more liquidity building up for shorts, and that is just going to ignite a massive blast through all-time high, guys. It's just I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. But this pullback is just very much expected. The 0.88 Fibonacci, guys, it's the new golden pocket. It's the new golden pocket. When we take a look at Fibonacci, the last few months from higher time frame pivots, we got this pivot low wick to the pivot high. Surprise, surprise, the 0.88 massive bounce from this move. What we have here, Fibonacci from all-time high to the pivot low on a higher time frame. What do we get? Surprise, surprise, the 0.88 massive rejection. And we have multiple examples here because we do have this one also. We got this clear pivot low formed on the 1st of May to the to this pivot high. What do we have? Surprise, surprise, 0.88 massive bounce of a few $1,000, $5,000 of a bounce from the 0.88. So with that conclusion, analyzing the value area high of this trading zone with the 0.88 Fibonacci from the highs of June to the lows, surprise, surprise, 0.88 Fibonacci, big major pullback already today with, of a few $1,000s. We've been talking about this 0.88 for quite some time right now. So that is in the past. We need to analyze the next possible scenarios. Price wants to hold this level, guys. We want to hold the point of control. For me, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough to get into a long position here. I don't mind longing after a clear sign of strength. And even though, guys, even though we do have the point of control of this range that we formed, during the last week, 1 to 2 weeks, we are beneath this point of control right here. So even though I'm really not convinced that we could recover nicely here in the next coming hours, we get above this point of control. Even though we'll have to analyze that. If we do get a big fat recovery in the next coming hours, going to 68k plus, we're gonna have to see some local bullish CVD divergence, guys, without a doubt. That's a moment that I will be confident if we do rally from here. It's just I want to see volume kicking in, open interest going through the roof with longs, and then the pullback is going to be the moment of truth here. If we form bullish CVD divergence, if you do get retail shorting very aggressively on this possible pump that could happen in the next coming hours on the retracement, and you get the CVD dropping down very aggressively, then I would consider that long trading setup if we're forming a little bit of a wedgie structure here in the corrective move. That's what I want to see to be confident that the price could bounce and go to higher levels from this point of control. And I'm only going to give it a chance because we could be at the last point of support on this reaccumulation schematic. I will give the bulls a chance, but I need to see a sign of strength. And the last point of support is for me, it's the point of control of the range, right? We could be at this last point of support in phase D. We could be here, and the last point of support has to be the point of control of the entire range. I mean, it's probably different here on, yeah, no, it's the same on Coinbase. On Coinbase, on Bybit, could this be the last point of support? Yeah, we need to see a little bit of magic price action on the lower time frames. Unfortunately, we need to see that sign of strength. Get that volume kicking in here. Get a pump. Get a nice pump with green volume. Then retracement. Yeah, we could analyze here a higher low, but it ain't looking too great at the moment. Let's see if we do find a little bit of, you know, sign of strength and bullish CVD divergence on the retracement. Very important, guys, because that is going to show you that retail are shorting the bounce. Okay, if we do get a bounce and we start retracing and the CVD just goes absolutely insane here with lower highs, then we can consider that you know, we could be getting a bounce, right? That will mean that retail are shorting the market, and we basically at higher time frame support. Okay, that is the next trading strategy. If we start breaking down from here, then I'm expecting lower prices. Guys, remember, join the Bitcoinsensus team here. We do have a chance in getting a piece of the cake of the $300,000 prize pool on the bluffing competition, right? We have 2 weeks here of competition. You join the Bitcoinsensus team, okay? And, you know, we have a chance. We have a chance. You do get a great bonus, guys. You have 15% cash back, okay, from whatever you deposit up to $7,500. You get 15% back, okay? This is an insane bonus, actually. Whatever you deposit, you get 15% cash back. So if you haven't signed up for bluffing, which is no KYC platform, join the Bitcoinsensus team. You have the link down below. Join Bitcoinsensus team and also the link to sign up, okay? We're going to start trading on bluffing in the next coming days because I'm just trading on Bybit and 𝗬𝗫 lately, which is, you know, they're the platforms that I've been using for the last few years, and bluffing is the new kid in town, which is, you know, it's a legit platform, but you know, you cannot trade on 5 different platforms, right? So I'm going to try and migrate a little bit more into bluffing the next coming days, especially with this competition going on. Okay, so now we need to test first. We need to test first, says M1K. Don't pick your longs. Don't pick your longs. Just watch the market. Send and let it tell you what to do, says MK1 Alexander. Absolutely, yes. Market's dead. No new money coming. We needed to short the market, guys, without a doubt, at the $70,000 range. Okay. The scary question right now, the scary question is, will Bitcoin find support at the low 60s or $58,000? Are we going to feel that CME futures gap that we've been waiting for the last week, right? Will we manage to come down to the CME futures gap and finally fill it, right? I really don't care about the CME futures gap, but is it time? Is now the time? Will Bitcoin find support? And this is what we are going to be looking at in the next coming days. What are the crucial levels of support? And support starts, the strong support starts at the, you know, below $63,000. I want to check the liquidity here, guys, because without a doubt, I got an itchy nose. Without a doubt, we do have quite a bit of liquidity below $63,000. All right. There is long liquidations, even below 66. There is a few $1 billion of long liquidations here. Okay. I mean, look at this. This has been absolutely epic. Let me just refresh this, because we did catch that liquidity with that pump today. And let's take a look at the higher time frame liquidity here and take a look at the last week, because we did get a sweep of liquidity today at the, we actually did leave some. I think this liquidity has been building up. We've been building up more liquidity actually now. Interesting. Yeah, we're just sweeping up this liquidity right now beneath $67,000. We have swept several hundred million of long liquidations. This is the last point of support before the bears gain control here, guys. We lose successfully this point of control, we're coming down beneath 63K. I can tell you that. But the bulls have a chance here. They do have a chance in and getting a significant bounce in the next coming hours. Okay, we just need to recognize the big support level. Better sell now, says Oz. Come on. Long at 65K. I wouldn't be too sure. I wouldn't be too sure with these higher lows right there. Poof. You know, if you're long in here in the middle of no man's land, I mean, let's take a look at the local levels of support here. I mean, there is some support. You have a daily level. Let's clean the chart here a little bit. It is the value area low from this trading zone. We have a daily level at 65.3. Do we have a weekly? No monthly. Naked point of controls. We do have weekly and daily naked point of control at the 64,700. It is the value area low of this zone. Yeah, I mean, with these higher lows right there, I would be very much expecting a sweep of these lows. This is a zone that I'm really not really that interested in a long, guys, to be honest, because we could be breaking down quite aggressively. I mean, I'm not going to catch a falling knife. No limit orders. I mean, if we do see a little bit of support here, let's zoom in. Let me just confirm on the weekly time frame that weekly naked point of control is from this wick, right? Is from the previous week. Let's take a look at the fixed volume profile. Yeah, I mean there's no longer a weekly naked point of control. The previous week point of control, zooming in, yeah, it's basically all the way up here. So this is an old weekly naked point of control. We're going to get that off the chart right away. Got a daily naked point of control. Let's go to the daily time frame and analyze this movement down. There is a daily naked point of control here, exactly at $64,700. So no. Would I want to look for? We'd have to see a bit of proof of support down there. Value area low of this trading zone is where we have the naked point of control. 7.8 Fibonacci, 0.88. Yeah. We could fill this order block on the 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, there is some support. Okay, there is some support here at the 64.6, 65K zone. But just, you know, with these higher lows, just aware of the price just, you know, sweeping up these lows. There's a bunch of liquidity down there, so we're just going to have to wait for this zone to see some proof of support. Okay, this is really not a zone to put a limit order right at 65K limit order and you know, wait for the best scenario. It's just not. Gonna have to analyze very carefully what we form here, guys. You know, if you want more detail, because I do look for day trading setups with the Legends trading community. Matter of fact, this short trading setup, you know, I mentioned two scenarios, right? You either come back up, you reject, you short, you protect. If you come back up again, you look for the double top, but overall I'm looking for a pretty decent pullback down. And on YouTube, you know, it's just, I don't have time, guys, to go in detail. But if you want detail analysis, you got the Legends trading community. It's either reject once from this, you know, 70,100 range and start moving down, you want to be defensive with your stop loss. I give this explanation on how to be defensive with your trading setups. And if you move up, get stopped out at break even, and you double top locally, then you're looking for the re-entry. Then, don't worry about your stop loss. You're defensive. You ain't going to lose. You ain't going to lose capital. You're defensive with your risk management. You re-enter again. Boom. You look for the massive drop here to go to the 68K range and even lower, right? As we are doing right now. So if you want that in detail, daily technical analysis, guys, you want to join the Legends Trading community, guys. It's where I provide the analysis with 𝗕𝗏𝗍𝗍, who's the other coach. You have the link down below, okay? If you want in detail setups, technical analysis for daily and scalping setups, okay? Daily scalp day trades. The last one that we did talk about was that long setup here yesterday. In detail analysis, guys, because we do look for scalping trading setups as well, which was, oh my goodness, this was this was an epic long position right over here from the daily open, looking for that movement down, movement up. This was provided in detail on yesterday's video update. Long here, we're in an uptrend. We're looking for that long at $67,800 level, which was the previous daily open. Yesterday's daily open was at 67,800. We come down there, we form bullish CVD divergence. We're looking for a bounce and probably going up to above $69,000. In detail here, analysis from yesterday, Sunday even, looking for the exact daily open to maintain as support to get that epic bounce. You have the daily open here, exactly. This was, this is what held nicely, okay? In detail, looking for the setups. Daily open right over there at 67,800. Price retraced exactly to that daily open. Saw some support. Continued to the upside. We had bullish CVD divergence confirmation. We're in an uptrend. We ain't just looking for shorts. We're also looking for long opportunities here in the Legends Trading community, right? We're looking for longs and shorts. Both scenarios, guys. Never stick to only one when you're day trading. Price moves up and down. We're looking for both scenarios. Price action getting a little bit of a bounce at the moment. It wants to hold. The bulls want to hold this level. Bulls want to hold this level. It's going to be interesting. If we see volume kicking in here, we got a major bounce. Get some volume kicking in, okay? I don't want low volume on this retracement. I don't want this choppy price action here because that ain't going to look good. We could be rolling back down. I want price action to push through. It needs to push through here. Then the retracement, I want it choppy. Then I want a choppy retracement with very low volume after the big breakout volume. When we see this, and we form bullish CVD divergence, we can consider the long trading setup. So far, bulls are not doing a bad job by holding the point of control in between March and July. So we're gonna give the bulls a chance. We're gonna give the bulls a chance to see if they can prove themselves that they want to hold this level in the next coming hours between today and tomorrow. Where's the music gone? DJ, let's go. It's all bearish now. Too many people ruined the vibe. Hey, we have been talking about this local top, okay, during the last couple of days, okay. We were very much looking for this corrective move, potentially even lower. But there's the reaccumulation schematic. There is the hopium for the moon boys out there. I am a moon boy. I'm a higher time frame moon boy, guys. It's inevitable that Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000 in the next coming years, but we need to trade the charts. We need to analyze the local situation. But I'm going to say, hey, we're going to give the reaccumulation schematic a chance here for the last point of support, and if not, or a test at the value area low of the zone. We are going to give the bulls a chance here at the point of control. It maybe. There's been a lot of hopium, guys, when everything, we got the fear and greed index at its, extreme. No, I'm not sure if we're hitting, we're at greed, right? 74. We got greed. We got Twitter going absolutely bananas with all this situation of, you know, the 2024 Nashville conference, right? Senator Loomis proposes US buys 1 million Bitcoin over the next 5 years. This is a lot of hopium. It's a lot of, you know, bullishness locally here. And, you know, when we get, we're probably at peak bullishness. Just locally, okay? Just this is why we get these pullbacks. So anyway, this is absolutely crazy. We have U.S. national debt surpasses $35 trillion. This is a big fat mess. There's no quick fix for this. They are actually analyzing that Bitcoin could be the fix to the U.S. national debt. They actually this woman right over here, okay, Senator Loomis, did say on the conference last weekend that Bitcoin could actually save America. It could save the national debt. I'm going to say it's possible. If they buy 1 million Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes to over $500,000, I mean, it would have to go to well above that. You know, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. But they say that it has a chance to fix their national debt. You know, that's some pretty crazy, you know, some pretty crazy shit there, right? So anyway, that's a little bit of too much local bullishness that's providing this major pullback on Bitcoin. Could it be a trick, guys? Are we being tricked by these players, right? Let's get everybody. Let's get the monkeys, right? Let's get the sheep. Very bullish. I don't know. I don't trust. She's got a bit of a, you know, little bit of a lizard kind of, you know. Are we being tricked, guys? Is it all a trap? Is it all a pyramid scheme and Bitcoin's going down to $9,000 in the next couple of years, guys? We're being tricked by the, you know, the people above us, guys. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Are you paranoid, guys? What do you think? Are we being tricked here? Well, I gotta say, no. Bitcoin is the people's money. It might be a short-term trick. It might be a short-term trick and they want to dump their Bitcoin at these higher prices. I don't care about anything except rates and DXY. Illuminati, says Aditya. Absolutely. She does look, yeah, this look here looks, I don't know, I'm scared. There is a little bit of a lizard view here. Yeah. Anyway, you know, DXY, very important without a doubt. DXY could, you know, is bouncing off from this point of control over the last 2 years. You know, it's been consolidating. We have proof of support on the dollar index right over here, guys. It's proof of support. We have been consolidating for the last few days. We could be bouncing here on the dollar index, and that is without a doubt not going to be a good sign in the short term for Bitcoin. If we break down in the coming days, and yeah, we got a very interesting week, guys. It's going to be a difficult week. It's going to be a difficult week. We do have some news on, you know, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, interest rate. We do have unemployment rate on Friday, PMI on Thursday. We're going to see a bit of volatility. So BTC looks to be bouncing. It wants to hold. It wants to hold without a doubt. Let's get some levels here off the chart because it looks like a big fat mess. Let's get some stuff out of the chart here. Keep it clean. But it does look like it wants to bounce from the point of control of the range, okay? It wants to hold. But the bulls are not doing a very great job here for the moment. I mean, we are reacting. Bulls need to start kicking in right now. Bang, bang. Get those pumps in going on. It's the strongest level. We actually swing failure pattern from the low of the range. I did not take this into consideration. This is the low of the range. This is the low of the range. This is the low of the range. I did not take this into consideration, guys. this small little range, actually, you know, we did form a little swing failure pattern. It was an acceptable long position. Not convinced here, guys. Not convinced. Ethereum bounced. Did Ethereum bounce? Ethereum is bouncing. Ethereum is bouncing a little bit here. It's getting a nice bounce. Still have some of that long position, guys. Did you enjoy the Ethereum full technical analysis that we did the other day, guys? Predicting the bounce at the exact level here. We had, oh my goodness, a daily level and the weekly naked point of control, providing that triple bottom that was the exact low for this nice little bounce of over 8% provided on the live stream just a few days ago, guys. This was the exact bottom at 3,100. We did the full analysis here live on YouTube. Full analysis predicting that Ethereum was going to get that bounce from this level, guys. Absolutely crazy. It was the 618 Fibonacci from this entire pump that we've had in July. It was the weekly naked point of control. We had a daily level at that zone. The price was getting a reaction on the lower time frames, and we tested the low one more time to give us that perfect, beautiful entry with good risk management. Bang, stop loss beneath the low. Off we go to the races during the weekend. Absolutely legend, guys. Go and watch that live stream right away if you missed that on Friday. My goodness, this was epic. Epic live stream, guys. Very, very good. Muy bueno. It was good. I'll be honest. Where was it? What we were looking at? Where's that Picasso drawing right there? Get the movement. Bang, to the upside. Anyway. Shall we do analysis? I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. This hasn't been a really productive live stream. You need to forgive me. I'm a little bit bearish on Bitcoin, guys. I'm sorry. I'm bearish here locally, guys. I just realize the possibility of getting a larger pullback. But there is something which is disturbing, and that is the reaccumulation schematic. We are holding the point of control. As long as we hold this point of control range, it could be the last point of support, right? We could be forming the LPS, last point of support here on this reaccumulation schematic. I'm going to give the bulls a chance, guys. We could be here. There's going to the pullback is not going to be, it's not going to be powerful. It's just going to maintain here, and we could get the rally. I'm going to give the bulls a chance here at this last level before we go below 63k in the next coming days. It's the last level, guys. If you want to speculate into some long swing longs, guys, just be aware that we got these bearish case scenarios regarding Elliott wave theory. We got two scenarios. We got an ABC corrective move. We got potentially the final. We got the if we a finished fifth wave, we're going to form a flat right now. There's some Elliott wave theory scenarios that are just disturbing. They are disturbing. But then there's the reaccumulation schematic, last point of support. Are we at the last point of support, which is the point of control of the entire range in between March and July? Could it be the last point of support before we break through and hit all-time high, guys? I'm going to give the bulls a chance here. This is why if you have shorted from 70k, guys, this is not a bad zone to take some profits. You know, if you want to swing long, I would go with a baby position. Small position, you know, because the bulls do have a chance here. They do have a chance. I'm not buying it here. I'm really not buying it. I will consider adding to my long positions if we get a bounce and have high volume and we retrace down in a three-wave wedgie structure with low volume. I would consider adding to my long position to round about here and give a chance for the bulls, okay? Keeping it simple, keeping it real. No chance, says Money Badger. No chance for the bull's recovery. No chance. We are likely going to see a larger pullback purely based on the hopium, on the greed, and the technical analysis, which is providing us a possible larger pullback to the value area low of the zone, where we need to start seeing proof of support. We might feel the CME futures gap, which is support, and we will go from there. We will go from there. We will go from there, guys. Hopefully we are going to see some support if we do break down, right? Yeah, very much expected to find some support at some point in between 58k and 61k zone, right? It's just that is the zone where we need to start dancing around, see some exhaustion, reversal. Same that we did see here the last few days. Very, very choppy, very choppy higher highs. That's what we want to see down here, guys. Very choppy, up. We're looking for a reversal. Bang. But the bulls have a chance. The bulls have a chance. We have the point of control that is trying to hold now during the last few minutes. But we have Money Badger here, 420, saying there's no chance. We are going lower. Another pullback coming, says Crypto Yenny. Pullback to the downside, dandy. Warren Buffett needs to get involved. If we lose this area, 58 to 60k, without a doubt, my brother. If we lose the point of control between March and July, which is holding right now, it is holding during the last hour. If we lose this level, I would expect these higher lows to be claimed, legends. I would expect these higher lows to be claimed, swept up. But we are at support, guys. We are at support and price wants to hold. Boom, says press your luck. Boom. Give us a bullish chance. Pumping. Let's go to lower time frames. We pumping, baby. Whip. We want to get a bounce. It wants to hold the point of control. It wants to hold, guys. We are holding. It wants to hold. We're going to get a bounce. We want to see volume kicking in here and open interest. We want to see open interest go through the roof. And a lot of, big money coming in right now at this support. Yep. Not much more to be added, guys, on this live stream. Soon BTC will go to 54,700, says Sushant. Really? Are you affirming that? Is that a fact that we are going to go to $54,400? I mean, I would expect the price to form a higher low at some point in this area. Based on higher time frame, ABC, one wave, two wave, wham. Off to the races. And the lower highs confirms this, guys. When you understand the market structure, the market is bullish on higher time frame. We cannot deny that. The market is bullish. You have these lower highs, and oh my goodness, this all-time high is going to be claimed in the coming weeks, guys. Take that as a fact. With or without the pullback. With or without the pullback down to this area. All-time highs is inevitable in the next coming weeks, give or take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. With or without pullback, all-time high is inevitable, and it's thanks to this price action, thanks to hit the 0.88, liquidity sits at all-time high, guys. The reason why we've swept these lows of the range and you're forming lower highs, I would be more bearish if we would have claimed all-time high and then we're pulling back, then I would say, okay, we could be going down to $54,000, even lower if we double topped from all-time high. But the fact that we did not hit the all-time high from March during the last few months, guys, this is insanely bullish. This is insanely bullish. There's unfinished business here. There's unfinished business to sweep up all-time high, even at least for a double top or a breakout. It doesn't matter. We'll analyze the situation there. But the fact that you formed lower highs here is a big, massive trap for the bears. There's billions of dollars of short liquidations there that at some point in the coming weeks is going to be claimed. So how do you comment on monthly bearish divergence? Is that on the RSI? I do not use RSI. I do not use MACD. I do not use these indicators. Bitcoin pumping hard. Yeah, it's getting a pretty nice bounce. We are holding quite nicely the point of control of the range. Volume is incredibly low. If we form bearish CVD divergence here, it ain't going to be looking good. If we start forming higher highs in the next coming hours on the CVD and form lower highs on the price action, it ain't going to be looking good. So real money, real volume needs to start kicking in right now. This was actually not a bad swing failure pattern, long position. I got in too early with the local double bottom, but this low of the range was actually not a bad swing failure pattern level. And you can be very defensive with the pump, right? Stop loss, you can be very defensive with your stop loss as you're rising. You got a free entry. I mean, this was a pretty decent low. It's basically the lows of the volatility that we had on the weekend, right? When we had Donald Trump speaking at Nashville. This is why we created this volatility, and we've swept the lows of this range of the weekend. So it's the point of control of the entire range between March and July. So this is it's a nice liquidity grab, and price is reacting to the upside right now. So I measured wrong the long entry. It would have been better after that big wick to the downside and a re-entry right there as you recover from this low. Because, who knows? Price might just gain some steam here and volume is going to start recovering very aggressively. Any shorts taken from today, guys, any shorts taken from that swing failure pattern high that was right over here. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful rejection. Profits should be taken at this higher time frame level of support. Why don't you use RSI? Can you augment it? New in trading, so that knowledge could be helpful. It's just a lagging indicator. RSI on higher time frame is good to say we're getting exhaustion, okay? But I'm a day trader, and this is a very lagging indicator, and I cannot use it for my trading setups. It's a lagging indicator. Yes, it is good to say we have hidden bullish divergence or bullish divergence, or I don't know, for higher time frame, and realize that we are overbought and we could see a retracement on higher time frames. But I think it's a cool indicator for higher time frames. It is just not very accurate on lower time frames. That is basically it. So you did form bullish CVD divergence here. Bullish RSI divergence. You had lower lows on the price action, and you had higher lows on the RSI last week, right? The previous weeks here. So you can use it here. You're forming a higher time frame failed breakout from these lows, and you're forming bullish divergence on the RSI. Yeah, and you could say, okay, this is looking good. I'm interested in a long position. Higher time frame, right? More for swing traders. So anyway, RSI will get you wrecked, in my opinion, says 𝗤𝗙𝗍𝗍. Yeah, for me, it's not a great indicator. El Floriano, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Back down to $56,000, says RF. Without a doubt, I'm going to keep some of that short position from 70K. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, guys. BTC dominance coming down. I did buy some altcoins today, guys. They're already down. I did buy some altcoins. I bought some 𝗬𝗫 network and some 𝗬𝗫 protocol. I bought $5,000 of each. They're already down big time. Already down a couple of $100. Damn you. But I think, it's a good time to... This is me, guys. I'm taking the scenario. We've got one of our researchers in the Legends trading community who's an absolute machine. He says, hey, 𝗬𝗫 is a low cap. It's in AI. And I thought, you know what? I haven't got any AI cryptos. Going to start, DCAing into some different projects. He suggests 𝗬𝗫 protocol. I bought another bag. I need to transfer it to my wallet. And you just DCAing into some altcoins, guys. Because a lot of altcoins are just looking so sexy at the current levels. 𝗬𝗫 protocol is looking very damn sexy at these levels. I need to buy some. If we do go to lower levels, then I'll have to buy some more. If we do continue here a downtrend in the next coming months, and we start forming a little bit of a wedgie structure, I'll just have to buy some more if we reclaim those lows at 40 cents. And we're just going to have to hold the bag at a loss till we see something like this. 𝗬𝗫 protocol, insanely undervalued. I started buying 𝗬𝗫 at around about 90 cents. I'm down on my holdings, guys, to be honest, but it's a great project. I did not expect it to come as low as this. But happy days, we're going to buy some cheap 𝗬𝗫 protocol. 𝗬𝗫 network is also an AI crypto. And I needed to buy some because even the charts are looking good. Even the charts are looking good. He told me it was a great AI project. We got someone is providing daily research on coins, guys, and great information, great news. This is in the Legends trading community, right? It's talking about Brett. This is today. I'm just going to give a little overview on what you get here daily as well. It's not only technical analysis, it is research on new trending coins, AI, and good possible, investment opportunities. And, this is provided every single day in the Legends trading community. You do have the free Discord as well to join, where we do get 1 or 2 times a week. We do provide some great value as well in the free trading, in the free Discord. Okay. You have the first link down below. If you want to join the community, you get great value in the free Discord and even better value, right, in the private Discord, where you get, and this is the main reason why I bought some 𝗬𝗫 network, saying, it's a low cap gem. And I said, okay, I like the chart. It's just a major pump and dump. And I already like the reaction it's getting here at this zone of 10 cents. I like the reaction. This is, I like it. If we are going to consolidate here for the next coming months, and I'll just consider buying a little bit more. But it's at rock bottom levels, right? This is kind of the lows of the bear market. It only can go a little bit lower in the next coming months. So I'm DCAing, guys, into some alts. A lot of altcoins are looking absolutely epic. And you want to get into some good projects. You can have the high risk projects. You can have the more solid projects. If we do take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, oh my goodness. Bitcoin dominance is bullish, but it's, this is the moment that you want to buy in, right? Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. Bitcoin dominance, you want to buy when it's bullish. You want to buy when the altcoins are dropping against Bitcoin. You don't want to buy when it's already altcoin season, right? You want to buy when it's bleeding, when the dominance is rising. This is going to reverse at some point. You don't want to be buying altcoins when the dominance has dropped 10%. There's already when altcoins are going to pump very aggressively. So you want to buy as it's bleeding and it's going, okay, to the upside. This will reverse at some point, guys, and that is when we are going to profit, and we'll get thousands of views on YouTube from people that are going to be late to the party, right? Classic. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Shall we take a look at 𝗬liche here for my friend Shan? 𝗬liche is a cool project. I do hold some 𝗬liche. It basically has tested the lows of the bear market. The 𝗬liche will do well at some point in the near future. You know, I gotta say, it's at the lows of the bear market. You know, the selling pressure at this point is very, very low. It's very, very low. Could it drop another 10, 20, 30%? Yes, but you know, it's just not going to go much, much lower from current price levels, right? So I know it sucks buying, right, when it's red and it's going lower, but I had this same experience back in 2018, guys. I was buying altcoins in the bear market and it was continuing to dump. I got into a consolidation and it dropped lower. So I just had to keep buying. This is the crappy part of buying altcoins in a bear market, that you consistently getting dips of 10, 20, 30% against you, and it's like, oh my goodness. But then all what you bought here for a few years ends up in massive profits at some point, especially with the good projects. So who cares if you're in a loss for a few years? There will be a moment that you're just going to absolutely insanely profit from these good projects, okay? You will have some projects that will do nothing, but this is why you need to have a diversified altcoin portfolio. Don't put your eggs in one basket. You know, having 10 to 30 altcoins in your portfolio, have 5 very risky low cap coins, have 5 good solid projects like Chainlink, like Solana, like Avalanche. 𝗬liche, I think, has a very good chance without a doubt. So yeah, that last chart looks like crow. Let's crow, baby, says the helm. What are your thoughts on CAS? You got some of it. No, I haven't got any CAS. I completely missed the boat on Casper. I think Casper could, I would never buy something like this in a million years. And even though it looks very strong, but it's getting very toppy here. We're getting a lot of selling pressure at the highs. The main reason we are creating this chart is because, you know, there's a lot of selling pressure. There's been a lot of people buying very low for the last 12 to 18 months, and they're in insane profits. And yeah, I just wouldn't buy here. And this has a chance to go higher levels, but what could you do? A 2-3x? I don't see massive risk to reward on this crypto project at the moment. I'm definitely not going to buy here, even though if this does a 3-4x in the next coming months. It's just, I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to buy. Legends, thank you very much for joining, getting people dropping off. I'm being a bit boring right now. Thank you very much. Let's provide some great technical analysis on tomorrow's video update. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to join the Bitcoinsensus team on Bluffing, guys. You have the link down below to sign up also to the competition and get that 15% cash back, okay, from your deposit. That's an insane bonus. Thank you, legends, and I will see you tomorrow.